Alrighty, today in math class we're looking at section 5.5. We're solving multiplication problems. You can see this is a multiplication problem right here because 7 is timesing x to equal 56. So in order to solve this problem, you have to isolate the variable. Let's read the teaching point. When trying to isolate a variable that is being multiplied, do the inverse operation, which is division, and divide both sides by the number in front of the variable. Let's talk a little bit about this setup right here, this 7x. The 7x has two parts, a number in front and a variable in the back. Each of these has a name. The variable x is simply variable x. But the 7 in front, I'll trace in red. This is known as the coefficient. Here's how you spell it. The coefficient is a number in front of the variable. Just keep that in your back pocket, because when you get to algebra and your teacher starts talking about coefficients, you're going to hopefully have this ringer come on and say, oh, yeah, I remember this talk. So the coefficient's what we're going to divide by. Okay? On the left is 7 times x. On the right is 56. So if I want this x all by itself, let's chop off that 7 in front. Here we go. By chopping, what I mean is I want to remove that 7. So what if I divide by 7 there? This is where the teaching point here comes alive. It is doing the inverse operation. I'm going to do this division on both sides. So there's dividing by 7. This step explains why the answer is 8.
I can do it in mental math. It's 56 divided by 7. It's 8.
All right? Well, if you only divide one side by 7, then what about the other side? Consider again that the equal sign is like a seesaw. There's my seesaw. There's my left and right. So if I divide one side of the seesaw, the right side, by 7, it would tip my seesaw unfairly to the right side. It would be heavier. So I need to also divide the left side by 7. Let me pause and allow you guys to catch up with me in my notes, in your notes. Question, Avery?
Yeah, so like, are you able to do it mentally on homework?
No. I won't even let you do that on tests either. You can use mental math to check your work, but when it comes down to homework, I need to see algebraic steps of math on both sides of the equal sign. Jasmine?
Is that the only way we can do it?
Yes, it's the only way right now. Okay, mental math is the other way. And again, you and I knew the answer was 8 before we began. Agreed?
Yeah.
All right, but when it comes down to solving this according to algebraic rules, here I'm dividing by 7 because dividing is the inverse operation. And I'm dividing both sides because, again, it's like a seesaw. So treating one side of the seesaw has to be equal on the other side. Otherwise, your seesaw will be uneven. All right, friends, I'm going to keep going. When I divide it by 7, I highlight in green. I want you to see that 7 divided by 7 is 1. 7 divided by 7 is equal to 1. That's like what we were talking about in fractions. When you have 7 out of 7, that means you have one whole group. So that's why 7 divided by 7 is 1. You have an x right next to it. Equal sign has not been altered. But 56 divided by 7 could be read like this. Or 56 goes in, because it's on the top. 7 goes out, it's on the bottom. This is an improper fraction. And to simplify an improper fraction, you use division. 56 divided by 7 is 8.